at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
This drive out on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelce on the ground. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just stuck out there.
Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders from 13 yards out.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up. And they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
58 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 7-7, our score after 1. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense, they can't. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action with Hurts. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Let's go now. 60 average. 60. Back to 60.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hurts.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's Aaron Sipos now. Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes now on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
70 Ranger.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This to the outside, it's Sermon. Touchdown! Trey Sermon from 3 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. One of the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chiefs 14.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Ready, break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 23.
try and start this drive in the air. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes flushed out right. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mahomes now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
He's back to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey.
Back to throw. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Back to throw. Left side here to Sanders. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Mahomes. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Madden. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Mahomes will throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First down, Chiefs.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One final try for Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game. So they tried to tack on 2 more, wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the richest.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
In motion, the tight end. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Cobb goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He's got a man. Complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Cobb in motion right. And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In motion left is Cobb. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 48 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. They They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are back within a couple of the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cobb goes in motion left. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Slot man moves right. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, an 18-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then roll them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Fights through him, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end, Gray. Touchdown! Noah Gray, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
In motion right comes Cobb. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
It feels like the whole team's infected right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw again on second down. Rodgers.
Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, here's Jones.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the...
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. This time, the extra point up and go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
In motion left is Cobb. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been tell you the dash on wood. Then payments the back ain't good. Got sense but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck up in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash on wood. Then payment, the back ain't good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the club for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics, boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respect for lead, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. So lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy. I'm gonna go without that.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On second down, here's Mahomes. Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. From the 2 now, second and goal. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So after the sack, here's second and 14. Here's Tua. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second and 7 from the 23. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alec Ingold taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Mahomes throwing on fourth. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, Ridley.
Now it's Mahomes again. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Ready.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Okay, ready?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Come on, set. Ready?
Tua on 4th down. He's going up top for Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. Finding room at midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. From the 41, Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run here with Mostert. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And some room to work. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. Right, 97.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And some room for him there as he'll take this out to about the 15. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster,
47 yards.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
It's a big play there for Miami. 61 yards. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
On the ready. Number 38.
Tagovailoa.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has evades the tackler, and now some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Being chased out left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Now Tua. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go now. Green back.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He's going to let it fly. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And able to find Allen Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Complete once again to Watson.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Rodgers again now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cobb. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
A 5-yard loss.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Edwards-Helaire, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. These two teams all tied after one.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
From the 38, Rodgers. He's got Tonyan complete over the middle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now it's Rodgers. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Deion Bush with a pick. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. From way up at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On play action, Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones
From 13 yards out.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's Mahomes again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Right side to Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Finding space at the 40. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 84 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
A gain of 5 brings us 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Now Rodgers.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Mahomes going to throw it here. And this is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Mahomes to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the... Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Rodgers. This to possibly force OT. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I'd take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag. On
1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he rifles
rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, and it's caught. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A huge play there in overtime. 51 yards. They picked up a 1st down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head, might have caused him to drop it.
Able to find Lazard. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
A 5-yard loss. It's 4th and goal.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Now Crosby for the point after. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. And look at this. What a risk. Tied now here in overtime. They'll try an onside kick. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.